Hello, my name is Shuttle here. Welcome back for another episode of Scandinavian Superpower in Vicky 2. And in previous episode, well, the Liberals took over in the episode before that, I believe. But we did some research and a massive amount of railway. Or rather, the capital was it. Oh, and we did drop back to 13th slot in the Great Powers list, I presume. Okay, Belgium took a bit further. Oh, wow, their industry is booming as well. Okay. Well, we're trying to improve the situation a little bit, although we are losing a bit of... okay, so... lack of clerks is starting to have an impact. Okay, so how about we increase the administration funding to... You know what, I'm just going to put them on max. Both of them. Maybe losing a tiny bit of money here. But that is going to increase the amount of research we get quite quickly, I reckon. Which is going to be good for our economy in the long run. Oh, fertilizer factory has been upgraded. Well, that's good, actually. How much? It's not producing much yet. Still producing massive amount of timber, actually. Oh, war exhaustion goes down. Or at least the accumulation of it goes down. We produce about 4% of the world's timber. Which is not bad. What about paper? 2%. Luxury clothing, about 1.6. Produce a little bit canned food, but I don't think that's a massive amount. Are not massive amounts either. Oh, there we go. Ammunition production output, small arms, artillery and explosive outputs. It's armament industry. And then navy attack, -1 on the other, all the transport fleets. But I think they can still do maybe a tiny bit of damage, can they? Technically. Negligible damage to be fair, but it is still something. Now, we're actually not making that much money right now because we just did increase the funding of various things. Diplo influence goes up, and I think we're going to take the time-saving measures to increase the output of the factories. We're slowly but surely approaching the 300 points mark here. Still pretty far away, to be fair. How much do we have? 266. Okay, so yeah, still pretty far. We're slowly getting closer. Tax efficiency goes up, and election time. I don't know, we might get some socialists in power soon. Which if that happens, then I don't know. Things might get quite interesting. Okay, we got 100,000. Did we ever improve this to level 3? No, but we could. It's going to be quite costly, but yeah, I'm going to build a naval base in Lübeck. Karlskrona is probably get another upgrade on the naval base as well. That takes 2/3 of our money, though. I'm going to go on interventionism right now. I think that might be fine. And the literature rate is now 98%. Oh, wow. That is going up. And quickly, I might add. Well, I suppose we did increase the funding a lot late. Oh, wow. Administration funding is quite massive as well. Just out of curiosity, so we are actually a bit over the clergyman limit there. So I'm going to lower the education to 80% maybe. That might lower it to about the ideal amount there, because if you go over the 2%, you don't get extra points. Okay, residency limited citizenship of all full. I'm gonna go full citizenship right now, not that it necessarily matters that much. Close factory, liquor distillery and paper mill. And I clicked off screen. Hopefully the game didn't crash. Nope, it didn't. Good. Okay, well, now that we got off that, I've still got 4 factories that are currently closed. But I do wonder who's going to take over after this. Oh, education for women. Conservatives are going to get a bit angry, but I'm going to go for either free trade or protectionism. Population is at least increasing. We've got 1.7 million. Oh, factory output efficiency goes up. Good. Right, that is the thing that we just researched. Is there... We could get more plurality, morale... National imperialism... You know what? That might not be the worst idea. On the other hand, getting some naval stuff wouldn't be bad either. Speed things up a little bit here. On the other hand, getting the deep defense, for example, or military logistics. You know what? I'm gonna get the Choices, choices, choices. You get the Impressionism. But now I'm gonna get Nationalism and Imperialism first, and after that I'm gonna get some of the army stuff. Research, and we can probably increase the military funding again by a little bit. Election finished. Oh, socialist took over. Okay, are we on... Right, we can probably close the Clipper shipyard in Jerusalem, because I believe we still have one in Westland. No. I thought we had one somewhere. I actually know that we had one somewhere, but we're going to get a steamer shipyard instead, which is actually really good. The winery, I'm going to subsidize that factory. Clothing factory, I'm going to subsidize that. Oh wow, it's been... Oh, you can have a lot of levels in a factory, actually. I didn't realize that. I know that you can upgrade them quite a bit, but I didn't know that it's 99 levels is the max. That's quite impressive. Because we've got the luxury furniture factory. I'm just going to destroy that one. Because I know that we're not going to get the tropical wood anyway, so it's kind of pointless for us to build that. Svelen has a little bit there. We're going to get the ammunition factory upgraded, and what I could do is I could open the... You know what, I'm going to subsidize all factories, just in case. The canned food factory in Westland, do we have canned food factory elsewhere? I know that we had one in Jylland, but that's been disbanded, I think. Now, to be fair, we do produce all of it in there, so you know what, I will open that factory and subsidize it. Hopefully it will get workers in there, it should. And we're going to get an artillery factory there. Do we have... I know that's Svelen. No, it wasn't Svelen, it was the Holstein. Yeah, they got the artillery factory there, and the small arms factory, but it just doesn't have a lot of people in there, which is a problem. So this might be quite expensive for a little bit here. But that does mean that we can maybe increase the taxes to... Let's go for 75% everyone. On all of them. Because I know that the factories are going to cost quite a bit to maintain. Although we're also getting a lot of money now. Well, that might be the taxes, to be fair. Yeah, it's mostly the taxes. Right, so there's the steel factory in Jylland that is close, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure if the steel factory over there is the best idea. We've got a steel factory in Northern Order already. We're upgrading the winery in there, which is probably fine. Yeah, I'm going to destroy that one. And the Clipper convoy... You know, I know that we did have that one, but the question is there really a demand for Clipper convoys anyway? Or... there's a little bit. So we could maybe open it for... Yeah, it's only level 1. I'm going to open it. I'm going to reduce the priority a little bit, though. I think the machine... or machinery should be... Or machine parts factory should be pretty high quality... Or priority. Persia goes bankrupt. Oh no. Right, well, now that we've been paying attention to all of that... Flu pandemic. Yeah, I'll find the disease with every means available. So we have gone over 100 industrial points at least. Oh, factory open tech. Another 2.5% and another point in prestige. So how far are we behind of Belgium right now? 30 points. Oh, wow. Hold on a minute. I thought we had... Oh, it's probably the prestige gone down or something. I'm pretty sure that we did have a lot more. Or has our military... Oh, the military points may have gone down a little bit. We're losing population. Oh, right, we got the flu. It won't last forever. It won't last forever, but, oh, right, that did... No? Well, it did cap the military spending, I suppose. Although, let's just up those. We can probably build the army now. So what do we need for the army in Jylland? We can bring in 4. Let's see. So we need a bit more infantry, I reckon. Yeah, 2 infantry. And 2 artillery. Oh, I see. Some of these regiments might be supporting the communist uprising if that happens. Oh, I see. Okay, but we can now build the... So, let's see. Build one in Kalmar, just regular infantry there. Then... did say that we need another one, so Karlstad can probably get a... or Göteborg can get another one. And cavalry... no, we don't need cavalry, we need artillery. So... Christiania and Boras? That should be all of the things that are needed. I'm just going to move you to Göteborg, I suppose. Although, Kalmar? Boras? Oh, right, the Danes are fighting some rebellions there. Speaking of rebellions, how bad is the... Nationalism and imperialism. Huzzah. Okay, so, now we start improving our troops. I think we'll go at least that level entirely. Flagship company bankrupt. Okay, we'll aid the company. I think. So building a lot of things. There's no bank or closed factories, so that's good. Jutland actually has a fair bit of... and Jutland also has a lot of craftsmen that are currently unemployed. But at the same time, Jutland is going to get the level up on that. Oh, and we do have the Clipper shipyard currently open. Seems to be doing a fair bit of profit. Well, it is doing some profit from time to time. Oh, right, we're getting another auxiliary factory in Västlandet, which is actually not a bad idea. And Götaland, we can get the steamer shipyard, which... when is that completed? 500 days, okay. Classics rediscovered. I don't want to lose prestige, I'm going to go with the L one. Still getting a massive income though. Maybe we should start building some ships. Build navy. So we've got currently 4 commoners raiders and 1 frigate. We don't have any heavy ships really. So that's something that I could do. Although these man of wars are not really feasible anymore. What do we need for that? I suppose we need the... hold on a minute. Shouldn't we have unlocked the things already, or is that... yeah, we should have the monitors available. Naval port... oh, right. Well, once we get those naval ports... oh. Prussia managed to remove us from the sphere of influence of the Russian Empire. Huzzah! Thank you, Prussia. You know what? I will actually improve relations with you for that. Although you probably only removed us from there just so that you could... well, actually, let's have a look. Yeah, we're still friendly. If we have a look at it from our side perspective, so Prussia does consider us friendly. Same as Russia, so they might try to put us in their sphere instead. Which may have some unforeseen consequences, although... oh, Denmark is in the UK sphere of influence, I see. Well, that does complicate things a little bit. Right, so we are getting the armies built up now. We've still got 3 units underway. We'll gather them up over here. Where's the last one going to be? Right, in the next door. Also select all of these, combine, go into the ship. We'll go drop you into that one. So we've got our 90,000 man army. It's not massive, but it will do. Oh, we can do another reform. Right, what would be the most... universal healthcare? That does sound like a... oh right, they go stringent healthcare. That does increase the population growth, so that's actually not a bad thing. I will do it. Because the plague going on, or whatever is going on in-game, well, isn't all that great for us. Right, let's actually have a look. So we've got unemployed craftsmen in Götaland. We are upgrading several factories in there, so we probably don't need to worry about that one. Do we not have any... we don't have any fabric manufacturers. At the same time, I don't know if we'd be able to buy in the cotton required, so that is kind of a problem. But yeah, these are not producing a lot. Okay, Jutland got the winery upgrade, good. There's still 3,000 of them unemployed. Well, that's not going to be a thing for long, I reckon. Our military leader died, that's not good. Prestige. Actually, let me go through the states a little bit here. So we know that these are pretty much fully manned in Jutland, but there are multiple levels going in there. Jutland has... well, there's a little bit of room there. Norge has plenty of work space. Norland has a fair bit. Ostland has quite a bit. At least the cannery is pretty much fully free. Svealand has a lot of room for workers. Holstein has plenty. Westland it does have the artillery factory now, which is probably completed quite recently. It's going to be producing a little bit at least. We're going to get deep defense now. Machine parts factory upgraded in Jutland, and there we go. So we've got the tech upgrade there. We're going to continue with the military upgrades just so that we'll get to 20 levels in there. Then we'll probably do the naval stuff there, and maybe do the steel steamers to unlock the cruisers and other stuff like that, so that we can start getting a bit better navy, because our fleet currently is quite old, unfortunately. Because once we get the steamer convoy factory, which we are building, it's still going to be 9 months away. But once we do get that, that's going to allow us to then use the domestic stuff to building up the steamer convoys and that sort of stuff, which I do believe are going to be a bit faster. Oh, tax efficiency goes up. I'm going to slow down a little bit while we are in here, because I know that we won't be able to pay attention too much. So the steamer transport is 14 kilometers per hour, where it's actually about the same as the frigates. And a bit faster than the clipper transport. Not much, but the commerce raiders are 16, which is quite nice. So that probably means that if we want to be using the commerce raiders, they should be on their own fleet right now. Oh wow, we're making quite a bit of profit there for a little bit. We got 143,000 pounds though. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so can we improve relations with Russia? We can. Well, we've got a decent bit already in there. I think now we just need to take Denmark away, and eventually we need to turn against Russia. But Russia has a massive military, and industry, and prestige. I mean, they are the number 4 in Great Powers list. They got over 1,000 points total. Whereas we got, what, 260, okay. So slowly improving that one. And the military is probably going to get a little bit better again. I suppose I could get the... I didn't actually start building one, did I? Steamer not transport, commerce raider. We'll build that in, actually, Lübeck. Because that's fairly close, and Drammen, I suppose I could upgrade that to level 3 now. We got the money, that's for sure. We're building the fort over there, in Bergen, so that's good. And war exhaustion and plurality. Cattle, fish and fruit productions goes up, as well as wine and liquor. That's quite nice, that means a lot more profit for us. Oh wow, jumped to 400 for a day there. Also, I suppose... Did we get the fort up here? We did get level 1. I suppose I could get a fort over here as well. First level isn't particularly expensive. Get some coastal forts in here, so to speak. And then in Trondheim. I'm not entirely sure if we'll need to build them all the way there. Maybe, maybe not. Of course, also on this side might not be a bad idea. Are we building one here yet? No. Let's do that then. Mostly I just want to make sure that no one can just land in there and conquer half of our country before I get troops in there to stop them. You know, the usual stuff. Okay, so the literary rate is quite high. Still pretty loaded artillery, excellent. Now, I'm gonna get the military logistics. That's gonna increase the organization, also the supply consumption, to be fair. But that will give us a little bit more stuff there. Actually, when can we get the... Oh, these are opened up at 1900s. At least in there. What about over here? 1980... Oh, 1895 and 1900. 1900, okay, so we've got a fair bit. I mean, we have now gone 51 years into the game, more or less. Which, honestly, isn't too bad. Now, how are we doing in terms of the... We've still got quite a bit of clergymen. We could potentially drop the education funding to, let's say, 75%. And then, clerks, we still need a lot, so I'm going to keep that at max. Right, Bergen got their fort completed. We got a naval base in Lübeck, Karlsruhe and Drammen. We could upgrade the one in Stockholm. We haven't actually upgraded that at all in a long while. So that we can build some useful ships there as well. Right, Prussia. I think it's time for us to not be enemies anymore. Colonial migration, okay, that increases. Well, I'd still like to get more land in Germany. I don't know if that's going to be a possibility, really. We'll take a look at that later. But, what about France? You still like me? UK doesn't necessarily like me. I'm going to increase relations with them anyway. Just to make sure that if they declare war on me, which I doubt they will do. Now, actually, we've run out of infamy for the most part, so we could try to figure out a war to declare. The question is, what sort of war can we declare? Like, if Denmark is in the sphere with UK, so that's not going to be an option. Holstein is sphere with Prussia, so that's also not going to be an option. Okay. Oh, steamer shipyard in Göteborg. Excellent. So now, how much are we producing? Steamers? Where are you on this list? There you are. 0.1 right now, so not very much, but it's okay, it is increasing. Also producing massive machine parts. Well, I'd say massive part, but it's a decent bit of machine parts to be sure. Right, is there still railways that I can build? Just gonna go through. So these are level 4. Oh, is it that some of these cannot get levels because it's various infrastructure or the terrain penalties in there? Like mountains cannot have any. Oh, morale and war exhaustion are reduced. So if we have a look at the infrastructure, then is this? These are level 1s, but they are mountains. This is forests. That's Arctic. So those can't have higher levels. Then these have already level 4s. Scotland has level 4. Okay. Let's reduce the militancy a little bit. I think that's going to be a good idea. Okay, so no, we don't actually have anything in there. I might want to get rid of the frigate soon. And get some other ships instead. Regular clothes factory upgraded in Göteborg. How much? If we have a look at the factories again, so, Jutland has a fair bit of room for extra workers there. Oh, right, that doesn't take any of the fabric, so once we get that underway properly, we might want to get, or even close this one. It is technically making money, but it's not really making money. I see. How much are we using? Current stockpile 0, demands 200. Okay, well, we got the logistics researched. Get the naval stuff, so supply range goes up, and then organization from these two. Then we can get a little bit more from the culture, maybe the impressionism, to increase the prestige a little bit. We got 121 points from industry right now. We got unemployed craftsmen at Jylland. Ooh, let's have a look. Okay, so there is definitely more room in there. But we are building an ammunition factory there, which is probably not a bad idea. Still missing a lot of fabrics though. So what would a fabric manufactory take then? I'm assuming it takes cotton and dyes. I see. Well, that's problem. It can produce a lot, but getting the cotton, I wonder, is there a high demand for cotton? Because we don't produce any, so we'd have to buy it from the markets, and now I can't find it. Raw materials, there we are. Cotton. It's a fairly steady price. It is in high demand. Supply is actually a little bit less than the demand. So even if we produce or made a fabric factory, we might not be able to get anything through there. Okay, so maybe... I'm kind of tempted to shut down the clipper shipyard factory now entirely to get the people into the steamer shipyard, because the steamer shipyard will get materials domestically anyway. And that's going to reduce the demand for fabric a tiny bit. So we might be able to buy it in for the clothing factory, for example. Yeah, I think we're going to shut down that one. And destroy it. And the people should be going into work over here. Yeah, they are. I have a bit of a problem with steel and coal there. Oh, hold on a minute. What's happening? Social Democrats... Oh, right, yeah, it's not communists, it's just Social Democrats. So... the capitalists will still open factories and build factories, okay. However, we are now out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.